not good for him that he won like that, and there's a big question in the minds of the fans.
Spoke about that, he shouldn't have.
Oh.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right, and I'm not gonna say he's wrong.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money, too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes.
Boxing icon Manny Pacquiao has finally spoken out about the ongoing FBI investigation involving his longtime rival, Floyd Mayweather. The case, which centers around an alleged $42 million scam, has shocked fans and critics alike, with many eager to hear Pacquiao's take. His response didn't disappoint. Known for his humble yet sharp demeanor, Pacquiao didn't hold back. When asked about Mayweather's legal troubles, he hinted that there might be more going on behind the scenes than anyone knew, possibly even unresolved issues from their own past. As the investigation unfolds, Pacquiao's remarks are making waves, reigniting interest in one of boxing's most famous rivalries
ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties. And it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings. It's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners.
The rivalry between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao is one of the most iconic in boxing history. Their long-awaited fight in 2015, dubbed the fight of the century, came after years of back-and-forth negotiations. Mayweather won by unanimous decision, but the bout was steeped in controversy. Disputes over drug testing and Pacquiao's later revealed shoulder injury left many fans with unanswered questions, adding more heat to an already intense rivalry.
Pacquiao, Mayweather. What would have been different had they fought, let's just say 5 years earlier? Because everybody believed they wanted that fight. We had been clamoring for that fight for 5-10 years. Had they fought 5 years earlier, is the outcome any different?
Let's just say it would have probably been a controversial decision.
Okay.
You know, like a closer fight. Mm-hmm. But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off. I really do think so. Pacquiao at the time, when he was coming up, when I fought him, he was literally a Pac-Man.
Right.
He was just chomping at me like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop throwing punches. That Pacquiao probably gives Mayweather a better fight.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if he wins, but he gives him a better fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you feel this fight happened a couple of years?
A little too late, you know?
Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me.
Floyd, what is your assessment of Manny Pacquiao and his shoulder injury?
Come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Excuses, excuses, excuses. He was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. He lost. He know he lost. I lost a lot of respect for him. You know, you fight. If you lose, it's okay. Mayweather was the better man. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter.
In September 2021, Pacquiao officially stepped away from the sport to focus on politics. He ran for president in the Philippines during the 2022 elections, but didn't win. Still, he remained active in public service, continuing his work as a senator and supporting many charitable projects, even outside the ring. Pacquiao kept making an impact.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to just say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm gonna miss him.
By early 2024, rumors began swirling about Pacquiao possibly lacing up the gloves again. Reports suggested he was in training for a high-profile exhibition match against Wakabanchk, a famous Muay Thai fighter. The fight was rumored to come with a huge payout up to $25 million, making it one of the most talked-about potential comebacks in the sport.
You know, Pacquiao's style is good for the Muay Thai sports, and I don't know that boxing is different than Muay Thai, and you know we're going to fight in boxing, so you know what I'm talking about. It's hard for him to adjust without using elbows, legs like that. So it just, you need to train hard and work hard because it's hard to. It's very hard to. I got a big round of applause for Manny.
Pacquiao has recently commented on Mayweather's alleged involvement in the $42 million scam under FBI investigation, but their history goes way back. In 2009, Pacquiao filed a defamation lawsuit against Mayweather over accusations of using performance-enhancing drugs. The case was settled in 2012, with both sides agreeing to pay their own legal fees. The Mayweather camp also issued a statement clarifying they had no proof of Pacquiao ever using banned substances.
Dan Rayfield. And Dan, what is Pacquiao hoping to accomplish with this lawsuit?
Well, I know that the negotiations for this fight have been ongoing, but I just got off the telephone with Daniel Petrocelli, who was the attorney for Manny Pacquiao, literally moments before coming on the air, and I asked him that exact question. And his point was, regardless of whether or not they're negotiating this fight, that that the comments that they alleged that the Mayweather people had made were irresponsible and reckless and malicious, and they had to answer it no matter what. And so they felt like they had no choice but to file the lawsuit, regardless of whether or not the fight takes place.
Mayweather's legal troubles aren't limited to his feud with Pacquiao. In 2018, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged him for not disclosing payments he received to promote certain cryptocurrency investments. He ended up settling the charges, paying hefty fines, and agreeing not to promote any securities for a period of time.
Mr. I don't lose at nothing is bad.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming us back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Centratech. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over, and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFT.
More recently, Mayweather found himself under legal fire again, this time over his promotion of a cryptocurrency called Ethereum X along with other celebrities. He was hit with a class action lawsuit. The lawsuit accuses them of misleading investors by making false claims about the project, which ended up losing significant value and costing many people a lot of money.
A California judge has dismissed a lawsuit against reality star Kim Kardashian, boxer Floyd Mayweather, and other celebrities over their cryptocurrency endorsements. Investors in the Ethereum Max, which is not affiliated with the popular Ethereum token, filed the suit back in January. So this suit claims celebrities conspired with Ethereum Max to promote the token to boost its value so company executives could profit by selling the holdings. The judge said the lawsuit raised legitimate concerns. However, he dismissed the suit because it didn't say where, when, or even if the plaintiffs had seen these promotions.
Floyd Mayweather is currently under the microscope in a major FBI investigation. involving a suspected $40 million fraud scheme. While the full details haven't been made public yet, the story has captured major media attention. The ongoing probe has already started to impact Mayweather's reputation, raising serious questions about his legacy both inside and outside the ring.
There's a flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. You know, of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books, because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal?
Despite the controversy, Mayweather has tried to shine a positive light on his business ventures, especially in real estate. He recently claimed to own several properties outright, with no outside partners, and said his goal is to offer affordable housing for families in need. The buildings were previously owned by Black Spruce Management and benefit from Article 21 tax breaks, which are meant to help keep housing costs down for the long term.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah.
And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what we do? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Mayweather's real estate efforts go beyond just those buildings. He's also invested in a $10 billion office property portfolio managed by 601 companies. This includes high-profile spots like the AON Center and the historic Old Post Office in Chicago. Moves like these suggest that Floyd is serious about expanding his real estate empire and wants to be seen as more than just a flashy spender.
This all started with the announcement that Floyd was buying a $402 million multifamily portfolio called the Black Spruce Portfolio. A source revealed to The Real Deal that he went into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. These buildings are concentrated in the Upper Manhattan area, and this deal would make for one of the city's biggest multifamily deals of the year. Anyways, we know Floyd is big on putting his money into commercial real estate deals, but a 1,000-unit multifamily portfolio is a massive buy, even for a guy like him. The question is, why would he, or anybody for that matter, be interested in buying all of these affordable housing units all at once? Well, for one, some of this portfolio is reported to offer a tax exemption due to the fact that the majority of the units are designated as affordable housing.
Floyd Mayweather is often celebrated for his massive fortune, with reports saying he earned over $1.1 billion during his boxing career. But not everyone believes his wealth is as solid as it seems. Rapper 50 Cent, once a friend and now a frequent critic, said in a 2020 interview that Mayweather's spend-first lifestyle is unsustainable. According to him, Floyd's approach is fight, earn money, spend money, and repeat, leaving little left over in the long run.
Does Floyd Mayweather, is he as rich as we think he is?
No.
So when we see the $1 million in the bag,
that money, light money, like he can get his hands on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't,
I need some of that light money. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Anytime like that, he is who he is. You can't discredit who he is. Like, and again, I'll tell you, like, I don't mind, telling the truth in situations like this.
Joe Rogan has also shared his thoughts on Floyd, noting that many people remember him more for his wealth than his skills. While Mayweather is undeniably one of boxing's biggest names, Rogan criticized the idea of Floyd ever entering MMA, saying bluntly that he would get destroyed in that sport. Comments like these show how even respected voices question whether Mayweather's talents could hold up outside the boxing ring.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on to get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight. You'd be screwed. It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to... But Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way away from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range for Floyd.
In a surprising story shared by Joe Rogan, he claimed that Floyd Mayweather once had a referee removed in the middle of a fight. Rogan pointed out that only someone with Mayweather's level of influence and fame could pull off something like that. It's a striking example of just how much power Floyd holds in the world of boxing power. That often comes not just from his skills, but from his money.
The referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insanity.
Dig a little deeper, and you'll find that Mayweather's earnings may not be as massive as he claims. For example, some of his fights reportedly earned him around $60 million, not the $350 million he often brags about. This pattern of exaggeration raises questions about how real his wealth actually is. Still, Floyd keeps showing off with huge purchases, like spending over $1.13 million on a Super Bowl suite, insisting that he's financially rocked.
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point. I
can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. Is that okay with you?
There's no denying Mayweather has been part of some of the biggest moneymakers in boxing history. His 2015 fight with Manny Pacquiao brought in over $600 million. And his 2017 match with Conor McGregor added another $300 million. At one point, Forbes even named him the highest paid athlete in the world. But as sports analyst Stephen A. Smith once said, it doesn't matter how much money you make if you spend like you'll never run out.
It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to. What they're paying attention to instead is the $1 billion plus Mayweather has earned in his career. How box office he made himself. How he's been his own boss, answerable to no commissioner, no owner, no GMs, and barely even the fans for the last decade in achieving unprecedented wealth, fame, and control of his own name, his own brand. And how despite strenuous efforts by so many to bring him down, they simply weren't able to do it. You want to see an athlete drool? The idolized displaying deference and respect? Watch.
Floyd has never shied away from saying that money is everything to him. He often talks about how he wants his kids to follow in his footsteps and build the same kind of business. His goal, he says, is to create lasting wealth for future generations. But this mindset has also drawn criticism, with some people arguing that he seems to value money more than integrity or respect.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take But I've already started and triple and double that. And then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
So, what's your take on all this? Manny Pacquiao's reaction to the FBI investigation into Floyd Mayweather stirred up a lot of conversation. Do you think Mayweather is innocent? Or could this be the beginning of a major downfall? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's hear what you think.